Hello fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I was asked a question, man, and I gotta be honest. A lot of people ask me, why do I make so many videos, fam? I'm gonna tell you something. One thing that I know about YouTubers, people who follow social media as well as myself, you are good as your last video. You are good as how much content you put out. People who put out more content get more people to watch. Why? Because they're still relevant. I know you look like, hey, Unc, but those bigger YouTubers don't put out material as much content. Why? Because they don't have to. They already created their following. You have to create your following. You got to do what you're good at. A lot of people don't understand what they're good at. You know, that's the reason half of the time that the channels don't grow as fast as you want them to. You got to find what you're good at doing. I found what I was good at doing, ranting. That's who I am. And this is what I talk to people about. Yours is not going to be the same as everybody else's. It's going to be what it is for you. And like I said, if you're struggling with YouTube right now, it's because you haven't found what you want to talk about. And like I say, I'm going to tell anybody, don't pigeonhole yourself and just talk about certain things. You should be able to talk about anything you want to on your channel. You know, whether if people watch it sometimes, that's what it is. But you know what? You got to make sure in the beginning you set the guidelines of what you want. You know, because if you don't, your page will be pigeonholed as one thing. And if you talk about everything in the beginning, nobody can say a damn thing. They were like, well, he was talking about that in the beginning. Well, he got like, 100 videos talking about that. 100 videos talking about that. It's like that, fam. You know what? And one of the reasons why I put out a lot of material, because I'm one of those YouTubers, far as, people who watch YouTube, I would love for my favorite YouTubers to have more material, but they don't. A lot of them make videos once a week now. Look at Stratman. He used to make videos like, he used to make way more videos. But what's happening now, if you notice, a lot of YouTubers are putting out a lot more material. Why? Because Google, AdSense, YouTube, the powers that be, they start taking a bigger cut. They start not giving as much money. You have a lot of content creators going to different areas now. They're going to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all of these other places to do things. Why? Because they start realizing you need to form partnerships with people. You need to start, having some sort of thing going on where you can actually build, create, and be able to elevate your brand. You are a brand. A lot of people don't understand when you get in front of this camera, you are your own brand. Whatever it is that you talk about, and I say this over and over to everybody, there are so many different lanes here on YouTube. There are so many different communities. Like I tell you, you think I'm playing. There are the TV communities. People who talk about TVs. There are people who talk about watches. There are people who talk about video games, consoles. There are people who talk about pictures and, lamps and different type of curio cabinets and china and gym shoes, Funko Pops, toys, die-cast cars, Hot Wheel cars, cologne, watches, hats, clothes, purses, stilettos, just everything, food channels, people creating different dishes and everything like that, people shopping, people couponing, trip channels where people go on trips and, they tell you why they vlogging, showing you all the new stuff and all the different areas that they doing things in. People going into different stores doing that. It's just amazing, fam, of how much of stuff. You got gossip channels. You got everything. And this is why I say, pay attention. You don't know truly what your lane is. I know people who started off as video game channels that ended up being car channels. I knew a lot of YouTubers who started off as action figure channels who end up doing motorcycle stuff now. And I'm like, wow. It lets you know you started off thinking that this was your thing, but you found out you had a bigger audience doing this thing. See, this is why I say you should take your time. You know what? If you're doing this because you want to do this and you just having fun with it, then it will come natural after a while. But if you're doing it to make money and trying to be famous, man, after a while, you may hate it because you may not get the success that you wanted to. It took me a while. And like I said, when I started getting subscribers, I wasn't really serious about it at first. Then I started thinking about what it is that I do best. And I just started to do that. Because at first I was talking about reviews and shit like that, going to stores, taking pictures and, going around showing what's there. That wasn't me. I started ranting, man. One thing I know, I did one video. I had like 300 subscribers at that one point in time because I was getting people to subscribe from other places. I did one video. And I mean, after that video, I had like 500 subscribers. Then when I said, oh, thank you for the 500 subscribers, I had like 800. And by the end of that week, I had 1,000 subscribers. 700 people had subscribed in that period of time. Why? Because you found what you were good at and you found what people were having issues with and they felt the same way you did. And see, this is what I do. I don't deviate from that. You don't deviate from what you're good at because sometimes this is what the problem is. And like I said, right now, eBay, a lot of people are leaving eBay as resellers and they're going to different platforms because they're trying to cut out a lot of these fees. And a lot of them are trying to do it like on Instagram. You put it out there that you want something that got and I sell it to you on Instagram. Why? Because they're trying to cut out all the fees. You get what I mean? Are you mad at them? No. The reason why I keep saying that, I bring up eBay and all of that because it's the same thing with YouTube. Because people are having issues now. YouTube has found a way to take a little bit more of the money and people are feeling some kind of way. And when people feel some kind of way, guess what they do? They act accordingly. They get pissed off and they say to hell with this. Man, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm pushing for. That's what I'm thinking about. That's what I wanted to take a big lesson in with this year, telling a lot of people, follow your dreams. But make sure you understand what the hell your dream is. Make sure you understand what it is that you're trying to do here. Again, if you're here for money, then you need to make sure you maximize all your money. Do Patreon, do super chats, do all of this stuff that you can to get people to donate money to you. Do PayPal, Venmo, do all of those. Zelle. It's all about money if that's what you're looking for. But if you try to have people to talk to, conversate with, it'll come. Just take your time. Keep telling your truth. And if you keep telling your truth, you will get to where the hell you want to. Your numbers may not be there in the beginning. I'm going to tell a lot of people. This is something I'm going to tell you. Don't do a lot of live videos. A lot of live videos don't get a lot of people to subscribe. But if you do regular videos, more people subscribe to those because they get a chance to see them later. And if you tag the videos well, like you tag it with all the relevant information in the genre that you are trying to actually, get into, you have more people watching. Man, like I said, man, and the key to get people to watch is to make videos. You got to be consistent. You can't make a video once a month and think, that's what it is. People lose interest. The average person, if you don't make a video for a week, they started to go to somebody else. You got to get those people back now. But if you keep making consistent videos, people say, man, you got 2,800 videos. How the hell is that possible? You haven't been on YouTube for that long. I got a lot of shorts. A lot of shorts. People watch shorts. And, I do them so quick, they're just, stuff that I see cool, talking about video games, toys, trucks and things that I see, man, shoes. Like I say, shit is relevant. You grow your channel by people finding your material. Once they find your material, they'll see if they want to rock with you or not. If they see a lot of your shorts, they'll be like, man, maybe I want to subscribe. Maybe they see your videos and hear what you're talking about and may not be saying it's a match for me. But, for every damn 10 people that, won't subscribe, you have like 2 or 3 people that subscribe. So it's happening But you just got to be consistent. I understand everybody got a life. I got a life. And like I said, you got to find out what it is that you're willing to put into this. Like I said, people ask me like, why you don't have all of these cut scenes and why your stuff is like this. You don't have no intro. Again, there's no big money in my situation. I'm happy that my situation is the way it is, and I'm leaving it that way. See, if you keep trying to build stuff that ain't there yet, don't try to walk before you crawl. First, build up your fan base. First, build up people who are watching you on a consistent basis before you start trying to add money into your situation. Before you start adding new computers and, laptops, lighting and, new boom mics and, overhead lighting, you ain't got no damn body watching and you doing all this. That sounds crazy as hell. You do it once you got people watching. And that way you can reap the benefits because you can file this shit off on your taxes. If you don't got nobody watching and you ain't made no money from YouTube, trust me, it's just a hobby. Like I said, I have friends that are painters, friends that are designers. And like I said, until you make $1, it's just a hobby. So invest into your hobby or invest into your side hustle. Invest into the thing that you want to do. This is cool for me. I get to sit here and talk. I used to work a second job, whereas, I had to go to work and do all that. I work a full-time job, yes, but I had worked a second job where I had to actually go and hustle hard at it. But see, now I get to talk to people and I'm feeling good about this. I'm in the comfort of my home. I'm talking about stuff I know about and I'm knowledgeable about. This is why I say understand your lane, understand your community, understand where you're trying to fit in at. Because otherwise, you will mess yourself completely up. Get in, understand, get knowledge, and do you. But to later, fam, thank you so much for watching. To later, peace out.